What's up, dudes? Welcome back to Distracted Dude. Today I'm playing a Celestial +1 counter deck that's based on life gain, and I'm going to be playing a little bit differently this time. I'm going to do a few matches in a row just because I enjoyed this deck so much. Now let's get started. This looks like a good opening hand. The only thing I could think of is a forest that would make it better. So we're going to keep that. And it looks like my opponent plays a land. They gain 1 life. I play a plains. And I play Beloved Princess. Now it's back to my opponent's turn. They play a land. They scry 1. And back to my turn. I play a plains. And then I play Daxos. And hey, look, we got that forest I needed. Well, at least last turn. And it's my opponent's turn. My opponent plays the land, and they're looking at Daxos. Hopefully they don't get rid of him soon. They're playing a creature with flying, a 2/2, and he taps my creature. Back to my turn, and I'll play the forest, and I'll get out my commander, and now I gain 1 life. And that 1 life triggers a +1 counter, and I got to scry. And it's my attack phase. I'll skip it. Back to my opponent's turn. They play a plains. They play a 2/2 creature with menace and lifelink. And they hit me. And then it's back to my turn, so I'll play a plains. And I will play Light of Promise, and I will put it on, I think the Beloved Princess would be the best one to put it on here. So I'll do that, and I'll play a Soul Mender, and I gain 1 life, which causes that +1 ability and the scry again. And I will attack all, because if he's got 2/2s, I mean, he can't really block based on what he's got, or else he would just lose what he's got on the field. Back to my opponent's turn. They play a land, and they play another creature, a 3/3 with flying, and they're attacking all. Oh, nope, they're only attacking with 1. And then that triggers a +1 counter on his creature. I play a plains, then I play Leoland War Leader, and I gain 1 life. And I will keep the Conclave Mentor on the top. And I gain a life again. Get a scry again and gain that +1 counter. Now I'm up to a 7/7 on my commander. And a 6/6 on my Beloved Princess, which they can't block unless they got a creature that's 3 or lower. Or 3 power or lower. And looks like they're blocking my 7/7 commander, but looks like my lifelink triggered and I got the +1 counters from it. So now I've got a 12/12 Beloved Princess. My opponent plays, the fairy. That's a really good fairy, but it's much better off in its own deck. My opponent my opponent attacks with both the 5/4 and the 2/2. I take the damage. And then I play Conclave Mentor, which will double my amount of +1 counters. And the Ozolus on top. That'll help out if I get destroyed. And I play a plains, and my opponent gives up. Alright, well, I thought that was a pretty good one. It was about to get better for me. But I don't want to just leave it there. So let's get started on another one. Hopefully it'll be just as good. This looks like a pretty good hand. I think I'll keep it. And whose turn is it? It's their turn, I'm guessing. Nope, it's my turn. Okay, so I'll play a forest. Well, it's a dual land, but I played it as forest. And my opponent plays a mountain. Back to my turn, I play a plains, and I will play my commander. I just say my commander because I have no clue how to pronounce her name. Sorry if you know how to do it. I apologize. It's a tricky one. And looks like they played an enchantment, one of the newer ones. That's nice. And I play plains. I'll play Daxos, and I'll attack. They take 2 damage. They're down to 23. My opponent gets a 0/4 wall because of the enchantment. And they play a plains. They're looking at my commander. They're looking at their commander. They're looking at my commander. They're going to stomp it. And I'll move it back to the command zone. And then I'll play a plains. And I'll get out a Leyland War Leader. Then I gain 1 life. Attackers, no attacks. My opponent's turn now. And their enchantment did its final ability. Looks like they're not doing too much right now. I can't really see what they're doing. Oh, there we go. They play a mountain. And they're looking at their cards. They're going to play the giant. And back to my turn. Let's see here. I got a few options, but I'll play my commander. And I'll gain that life, and then I'll gain the +1 counter. And I'll keep that on top. I'll play my forest. Well, actually, if I hold on to it, then I can use it next turn. So I will attack with the Leyland War Leader. And I'll make 2 1/1s. And that causes me to gain the life link again. Or, I mean, not life link, the life counters. And is he gonna block? He's blocking my 4/4 with his 4/3. And he's blocking my 1/1s. Well, one of them. And since a creature died, I gain a life. And get to do my scry a few times. Because there was a few life gain triggers there. And back to my opponent's turn. Looks like they're looking at their commander, but they play a plains. They're playing Banishing Light. They're doing it on my commander. Alright, I'll go back to my hand. Back to the command zone. They play a 2/2 with Vigilance. And back to my turn, I play a forest. And I'll play Baneslayer Angel. And then I gain a life. And I'll attack with Daxos. Now he's down to 22. I'm at 34. They're looking at Baneslayer Angel. They're looking at their commander. They're playing a Shadow Spear. They're playing a mountain. And they're playing a 1/2 cat. Not much going on right now. Hopefully she does something soon. Alright, back to my turn. And what should I play? Well, I'll play Archeon of the Sun's Grace. And my opponent was looking at it, and I gained the life. And they're waiting. I don't know why. Okay. And I'll attack with Baneslayer Angel. And they're down to 17. I'm at 40 now. And they give up. Well, I thought that was a pretty good one at least. But I wanted to see it through. But whatever. Let's just play another one. Well, I think I'll mulligan on this hand. And yep, I'll keep this one. My opponent plays land. They get to scry 1. Back to my turn. I play a Plains. And then I play the Ozolith. Back to my opponent's turn. They play a Mountain. They play a Mana Dork. And I play a Plains. I play a Hallowed Priest. Back to my opponent's turn. They play Rada. Then they play a Forest. And they play an Equipment. And I play my land. And I'll play Heliod. And I'll choose no attacks. My opponent's turn. They play a mountain. They're looking at their equipment. They're equipping their Radha. And they're playing another 2/4. They're attacking me with the Radha. That's a 4/4, so I go down to 21. And back to my turn, I play a Forest. And I get Archeons of the Sun's Grace out. And I won't attack. Back to my opponent's turn. And they played a Mountain, and they played 5/5 with Trample, and that triples his mana. So I'm gonna go nice. Nice. Thanks. You're welcome. And then I'm getting attacked for 4 again. No. Okay, never mind. And let's see here. I can get out my commander. But then I would have 2 mana just sitting. But I'll do it. And then I can use Heliod's effect to give someone lifelink, but my Archeon's already got lifelink, so it's kind of useless there, and I can't put it on Heliod, so I'll just attack for both of these. And they're down to 17 now, and I'm at 24. And that causes a life gain trigger. And I got the Temple of Plenty. I'll keep that on top. And back to my opponent's turn. They play a mountain. And, ooh, they're playing that guy. He gives them 2 attack phases. That's mean. He's playing Guruk's Uprising. Nice. I guess to draw a card since he's got a creature that's power 4 or higher. And looking at Radha, they're going to put a enchantment on him, so he's got +5/+5. And they're playing a god creature. It's a 3/3 with trample. And it looks like Radha's attacking me for 10. And no blockers. I'm down to 14. My turn. I play my Temple of Plenty, and I get to scry 1. And I'll keep that on top. And I'll play Fate's Feathers on the 6/6 that basically gives them a second attack phase. And I gain 4 life. And since that, I got a +1 counter due to Heliod's effect, and +1 counters due to the Hollow Priest and my Commander's effect. And I'll attack with Archeon. It's a 5/6 now, so they're down to 12, and I'm up to 23. And then I'm gonna put a +1 counter on top of my Archeon and scry, and to keep that on top. Back to my opponent's turn. They play a land. They're getting that landfall trigger that gives them an extra extra attack step. And Radha's at 16/16, 23/23, 30/30, 37/37. Good game. Yeah, good game. Well, yeah, I don't think there's any point in blocking that. I mean, he's probably going to get a trample soon anyways. So, yeah, I mean, block it, but yeah. See, he's got trample. So he did end up killing me. Oh well, I was defeated. Let's go for another one. Alright. This looks like an okay hand. I'll keep it. My opponent plays a swamp. I play a plains. Back to my opponent's turn. They play a forest. They play a 1/3. Back to my turn. I play a plains. I play a soul mender. And my opponent's turn now. They play a swamp. And they play a 1/1. And no blocks. They're attacking me for 1. Just ping me, come on. What's taking so long? Oh, he's probably got a spell he's not using. Okay, so now I'm down to 24. And I'll play plains. And I'll play Core Celebrant. It's a 1/4, but I gain life every time a creature comes into the battlefield. And I will tap my guy and make 1 life. I'm at 26 again. Well, over 25. And it's my opponent's turn. They play a 7/6. Holy poop. That's pretty early. And then I scry 1 by playing Temple Plenty. And then I play destroy a creature on his strongest creature. Then I gain my life and no attacks. My opponent plays Temple of something and they get to scry. And I gotta sacrifice a creature. I'll sacrifice this one. And back to my turn. I'll play a forest. I'll get out my commander. And then Heliod. He's going on top. And I'll play Linden. 3/3. And I gain life. Keep Heliod on top. And that Feed Nutterson. Okay. Now I'll attack with my core Celebrant. Don't know why. I mean, I really shouldn't have attacked, but it's okay. And looks like they play a 2/3 that looks like it milled them for a little bit. Back to my turn. And I'll play Heliod. No? Actually, yeah, Heliod. I think about it, that's the best thing to do. And I gain a life, and that triggers the Heliod's effect to give him +1, and my commander's effect to give him +1. And then I'll keep that forest on top. And it's my turn. I'll choose to attack with my commander. And no, I won't attack with Linden, but I can attack with the core guy because it'll kill whatever he's got or just be stopped. And back to my turn. I scry. And it looks like they give up. Yeah, they were just seeing all those life gain triggers and like, no, I ain't doing with that. I ain't gonna deal with that at all. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I love this deck. I like getting the life gain counters and +1 counters and all that. It's just way too much fun. I might play more of this deck later, but I hope it doesn't get banned or anything. But I'm liking this deck a lot so far. Well, I hope you guys like this one. I might do some more of this deck again in the future, but it's now that there are new cards out, I might want to make another new deck. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you dudes next time. Bye-bye.